right, so this is question number 7. So again, you're going to analyze, plan, and evaluate. So you always start by analyzing, and remember, for analyze, you text code your problem, and when you text code, you underline your question, circle important information, and box in keywords. So it says the table below shows a linear relationship between x and y. Create an equation that describes the relationship shown in the table. So it's not necessarily a question, but it is a statement that tells us what we are doing. So it says that we're going to create an equation that describes the relationship shown in the table. So that means we're going to use y equals mx plus b, right? And it says the table shows a linear, so linear relationship. We're going to key box that in. And we know it's going to be between x and y. Okay? So first things, remember this is your y-intercept or your starting point. And then this is your rate of change, and that is the repeating number. Okay. So we analyze, we're gonna write an equation. Okay. And so our plan is gonna be to find the rate of change and then write our equation. Okay. So let's start by finding our rate of change. Okay. So what we're going to start by finding our change of y and our change of x. So our change of y, so the difference between 19 and 27. So remember, that is when we subtract 27 minus 19. And what do you get? You get 8. And so then down here, 27 and 51. So that means you have to do 51 minus 27. Okay? 51 minus 27. Subtract that. Okay? Don't forget that you have to borrow. So go ahead and subtract. You should have got 24. Okay? So now that we have that, we're going to find our change of y. So the difference between 4 and 6. Oh, let me change that color. First, let me erase it. Now let me change the color so we can see it. And the difference between 4 and 6 is 2. So here, again, you should have done 6 minus 4, and that gives you 2. Then the difference between 6 and 12. So again, 12 minus 6. That gives you 6. Okay? And then those are positives because you are going, like when you're going, as you go down each, for each x value, you're adding. Okay? So like going from 4 to 6, we're adding 2. If we were going the other direction, then it would be negative. But because, right? So now you're going to take your change of y and divide it by your change of x. So what was our change of y? So we have two different ones. We have 8 divided by 2. So let me see. So you have 8 and 24. Let me do the darker green for this one. Okay, and then you have 2 and 6. So what's 8 divided by 2 and 24 divided by 6? So you should have got 4 for both of those. So that means that your constant equals 4. So if we go back and we take our, and we do y equals kx, our constant being 4, times our x value, which is also 4. So does 4 times 4 give us 19? No, 4 times 4 gives us 16. So what do we need to do to get 19? Do we need to add another number, subtract another number? Whatever you got to do, that's going to be the part of your, that's going to be your B part. So do you have to add a number, subtract a number? What do you have to do? Okay, because like it says it's a linear relationship, so you have to find that B. Okay. So how would you get from 16 to 19? Okay. So it's either going to be plus or minus a number. Okay, that's your hint. So go ahead and finish this off and then go ahead and move on to your next problem.